Hi everyone, it's Jackie. So I just thought I'd come along. I was going to do a little play with some envelopes and I thought I would just, you know, have you come along with me. I've been watching Angela Kerr make all kinds of envelopes, so I thought I'm just going to give it a try and see what I come up with on my own. And it'll probably be exactly like somebody else's, and so that's okay. I just got started. And I cleaned out my envelope drawer and realized I have a lot of more different sizes than I thought. So I have this one. It's just a plain old envelope, and it is 7 inches by not quite, between, let's see, 4 and 3/4 and 5. So it's is that 7/8? 6/8, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, that's about there. It doesn't matter. You can use any size. And then I have another one that is 5 1/4 by 4. And I have this little guy. These I did order on Amazon. And these are 2 3/4 by 4, just a tad over 4, but I'm sure there are 4. So I'm not sure how I'm going to put these all together, but somehow I know this one will be attached, you know, I don't know, on an edge of a journal or on an edge of a page, and this flap will be glued down to the page like that. So it'll be like this. So then probably this will be here somewhere. I'm not sure how these are going to go, but they'll be on top here somehow. I'm not sure. And then they'll all fold open. And then, well, actually, yep, not like this, but like this. They'll all go, you know, like this and be glued down. And then whatever paper you put on that page will go over this. So you won't ever see that. You'll just see these guys. So on this one, you want to keep all of the flaps are going to be to your left when you're putting this on, which I'll probably mess up myself. Anyway, so I just inked around this, and I cut a piece of paper a little tad bit smaller than that, and then the envelope, and inked around that, and I'm going to glue that on. These are papers from, I don't really know. I'll have to look it up, as usual. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I do know what I'm doing, but, you know. All right, so I am going to stitch around this. So I'm going to give it a little, what's this way? Yep. I'm going to give it just a little anchor glue stick so I can go around the outside without getting glue all over the place in my needle. But so let me get that on about the right place. And does that look pretty good? That looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to pull over my sewing machine to move everything this way. Okay. And I'm just going to start, let's see, now. Yeah, I'm just going to go I don't want to stitch, you know what? I'm just going to stitch, I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to stitch around it first. I forgot I will stitch closed pockets if I do that. So I'm just going to stitch around this instead of that. Okay, I'm just going to do a straight stitch. quite to the end, so I always have to give it that one more little stitch. There we go. And I don't usually even back stitch on these, but okay. There we go. Okay, so then we'll glue this on. And we'll use a little glitter glue for this. Whoops, oh my. That's why you put it on a book or something. So I want to get pretty close to the edge. And I like to go, if I go like right on the stitching, it usually is close enough so that when I press it down, it will go right to the edge. And we'll just put a little smidgen of glue around here. And go down this edge. Okay, there we go. Making sure our flap is to the left. So I'm going to look flap to the left. And then we're just going to try to put this on here fairly even. And this art glitter glue. Yeah, see, I left too much. I want it over a little bit more than that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And if that doesn't, you know, if you have a corner or something that flips up, you can always put a little more glue under there. Just gonna get my bone folder out so I have something to smush this down. Okay. All right, so let's think about where we're going to put our other envelopes. Now, over there. You know, I just find I throw stuff. All right, so if that's there, then do we want that to line up there? It could go at the top. It could go in the middle. And if we do that, would we put this one in the middle of there just to have that frame around all of them? That's kind of a little cutesy for me. I don't know. But I kind of like the frame around it. Or we could put this one at the bottom and this one at the top. We could run them both at the bottom. I don't know, I like it all the different ways. I think I'm going to put this one up a little from the bottom, but not all the way, a little bit. And then I'll do the same, I think, with this one like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. Okay, so that'll be good. I'll do that one there. Okay. And then those are all going to go down. Sorry, I'm just thinking through this. Okay, so in here, let's ink around this one. I think I'm probably going to put a paper or something in there so that you don't see that white part when you know, it's going to be a pocket. So, and actually, I know Angela does this differently. If this is to flip out, oh, see, that can't be the pocket because it's going to be glued down there. It's going to be glued down to the page like this. Yeah, so that's why it can't be a pocket. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little sliver. I always wondered why she did it this way. We're going to take a little sliver of glue, of the paper. And I have found this works really good. Learned this from Angela too. Just to use a ruler and a little craft knife. And just take a little smidge off, and then you've got your little pocket there, okay? I'm just going to stick my pin back in my glue here. Come on now, be fair. Okay. Whoops, there. Now we'll ink around this guy. And I liked these pages I'm using just because there's a couple different ones, and they're just kind of a nice background. I do love the color too. So we're gonna do that. This also could be a journal cover. It could end up being a standalone piece. We'll see how bulky I end up making it on the front. We'll probably put a lot of layers, but maybe not big, huge layers. And if you're going to try to decorate, you know, this whole thing, you can take your envelope right apart, and sometimes that's easier to just take it apart and then glue it afterwards. Glue it back together. That's sometimes an easier thing, especially if you're going to put paper in here. And that's not really falling apart very easily, but I think I can get paper in there pretty easily. And I'm just going to find some, just a piece of coffee dyed paper and stick it right in, kind of like that. So, let's see, I'm just going to measure that right on there, like this, without cutting my envelope. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I'll get a pencil, I think. Oh, come on. Oh, that's not very good, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Yeah. So we want it to be right about here. And just do that. And I just kind of line it up here on my glass mat and go here. And that. Doesn't really matter if it's straight because it's just going to be inside, but we'll try to get it as close as we can. And then hopefully that's going to just slide right in here, maybe. It's a smidgen too big. So we'll just take a little tad more off. Okay. He's doing well. And I'm so happy and grateful that you're here, sharing some time with me. There, yeah, that's gonna fit right in there. And I'm just gonna let it go right down the whole length. So now let's put some glue on there. And it's going to firm up that envelope a little bit on the inside. It's quite a flimsy envelope, so and I'm just gonna get it in here and get it down where it goes, and then get it up at the top, and then put it down. And if it sticks up a little bit, that's fine. I'll just cut it. It's not a big deal. And what are you doing? Okay. There. So that just makes it a little bit sturdier, and it covers up that really white part. Okay. There, that looks good. Oh, Emmy, you were just out. You go to bed now. And okay. So this one was going to go just a little bit up like that. Okay, so we need to cover that one. So I'll show you what I have. So there's the piece I used on this, and there's this one, and there's this one, and that's another one of those, and there's this one. So they all coordinate very nicely, and this one especially I love. So I think we're going to do this one on here. Okay, so what we need to do, I'm going to leave enough to have a little bit. Come on now, get back up there. Around each side, like this. So I'm going to move it kind of over, so that gives me a little bit on each side, you know, there, and then if I come down to about there, that's going to give me a little bit on each side. So I can mark it here, and I can mark it here. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut this across, right down, right, oh good, right on that, right here. Again, it's sticky. Okay, right like that. Okay, and then if I can find my line, is it on this side? Oh, it's on this side. Okay, and then we're going to go right down. Just a smidgen more than that line. Okay, bring this back over this way. Ink this up. It's a beautiful day here in southern Vermont. It's beautiful as in there's a little breeze, and it's going to get really, really hot for us today, close to 100 degrees. So, you know, people are being careful, drinking lots of fluids, and, you know, it's very, very dry here. We cannot have outside fires. I have a lot of brush I wanted to burn, but just can't do it yet because it's so dry. And that's okay. I'd rather be safe than, you know, causing a problem. Okay. Make sure that's the right side. There, we just left a nice little layer right around there. So I'm going to sew around this. I guess I need my sewing machine on the other side. I don't know. I always have to move all my stuff because it's in the way. All right, we're just going to give this a little stitch around. And this way. This way. And then along this edge, I'm going to try to do a little needle up. Go there. Trying to figure out. Okay, we'll do a little. There we go. Just a little extra something. Okay. And then put the needle down. Okay, there we go. And I have such a light thread, but that kind of shows up. Okay. All right. Sometimes I'll just do a little ink like right on the stitching so that it, especially with this light thread, so it'll show up a little better. All right, and I'll do a little. Where's my book? Get my glue book over here so we don't have troubles. funny. You don't need very much of this art glitter glue. It's super good at doing its own thing here. Flap to the left. I just saying that to remind myself because, you know, mind is a mind. I got all my chores done yesterday, so I can be happily crafting today. I could do a little more trimming, which I may do, but I'm just gonna happily craft away. There. It's really pretty, huh? And let's see what we've got so far with this. That goes nice, very nice. Okay, and then we have our third little guy that we're going to do. And I think I'm going to use this because I don't think I'm going to put too much on that front one. Maybe just a little. All right, so what did we say? Oh, I'm going to do it this way without measuring. It's just easier for me. It seems to work out. And here's my pencil right here. All right, so we're going to go over, not too much, though. I don't really want too much of an edge on this. So just over and down a sniggle. The lines. You'd think it wouldn't be that hard, but Emma, stop. Let's just line that up. So we're fairly close. And, okay. Here we go. And right along that line. Okay, hang on, I gotta move it up because I can't see. And if I don't, I get angry with myself if it's not straight, so I really try to be careful about being pretty even. So I know I'm fiddling with this, but just what I gotta do. It's just what I have to do, you know. And up there, I think pretty good. Go down here, right here. That'd be fine. Okay. I need to just get a little drink. Oh, there. Nice cold water with aloe in it. I love it. All right, I get this a little zhuzh around here. Here, and then I'll sew around this also. I do like the stitching. I just think it gives it a nice added touch. I think I can sew this one just from over here because it's just little, so I think I can do that. do this around a couple times to do a little messy stitching, only because I'm kind of messed up on it a little bit when I was stitching around the first time. So we're just going to do a little. It makes it fun anyway. Over to have dinner with my son and his family. So we got to see my little grandsons. They are so much fun. They are 3 and, oh gosh, 11 months, almost 11 months. Yeah, Wes is going to be a year old pretty soon. He was born on my brother's birthday, which was fun. All right, so you can see that I did a double stitching around there. And that's going to go right on there like that. Okay. Emma, honey, you're not going out. She thinks she's in a tear about something. She's out the window. Do you have a dog like that sits at the window to wait for things they can bark at or need to go out and chase or something? She goes out to chase squirrels. I don't know. I guess she thinks she might catch one, but yeah, no, it's not going to happen. She also hates birds. She just, she does not like birds, especially big birds. We had, for several years, we had turkey vultures here, and they were just disgusting. And she hated them. Well, I hated them, and I think that made her. So that's real pretty, right? Yep, all the flaps are going to be down. Oops, but it's going to go this way. Oh, yeah. It's got to go. Ooh, I almost showed you wrong. Okay, so it's going to go this way. Yep. Because those are going to go there. So then there's going to be a pocket. Oh, I forgot to take a little smidge off this. Okay, I can do it right now. We just take a little tiny smidgen off of the edge of this envelope. There we go. Okay, and then we'll just ink that back up. That's a little crooked though. I'll take a little bit more on the bottom here. Okay, now I've messed things up. Now I've really just gone and messed things up. So let's just do that. Okay, no more fussing with it. And I'm also going to do this one so that we can have a pocket on this one. Emma, honey. The thing is, if I let you out, you're going to go out for like all of 5 seconds, and then you want to come back in. And yeah, no. I don't really want to play that game with you today. Okay. There. All right. So flap here. Flap here. And then here we go. That looks great. I like it. I love it. So then we have that and that. And then when you open it, there we're going to see that. And I think it's okay to see that there. Let's just ink in here a little bit more. Okay. Got a little glue on this right here. Just some of the flaps, you know, they start to peel off or whatever. Just from the cutting and whatever you're doing, so. Okay. I think everybody looks pretty good. That's that. Okay. All right, so we've got the front of these. like that. So now let's cover the back. And now the question is, do we want to continue with the same papers on each one? I don't know. I kind of think I do. And I do have enough to do that because I do have another piece of this. All right, I guess I have to let my dog out. I'll be right back, folks. Sorry. I'll be right back. Oh, you just saw Claudia out there, so you had to go say hi? No? That's what she was having a fit about. My neighbor's out doing her, working in her garden, picking up some stuff, and she's over on my side because where our properties come together. She is just cleaning up some stuff, so that's what Emma was taking on a fit about. That's all. She had to go out and say hello. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, this paper's not straight. Let's see if I can go over here and maybe it'll be better this way. A little better. Of course, where I cut this envelope is not exactly straight either, but all right, I'm gonna put that there. Oh, wait, we're gonna go in a little bit, so I don't want to put that there. But I do want to go up to that. So, but I don't want to get right on it. So we're going to scoot this over. Let's go up here just so I can see. Just out a little bit because we don't want to get on where we're gonna fold. So then here we'll go in like to the. First, and then we'll go back. Oh, my board is so sticky. After this video, I really need to give it a wash. Okay. And then I'm going to line that up on this side. And yeah. I can't. Yeah, it's just gotta fix. I gotta have a little fix there. Okay, that's better. That is better. Okay, now over here. All right, so then this up, I think this way, and then how does that look? And line, I guess, would be fine and dandy. That's nice when it comes on a line like that. Then you don't have to really worry about it. Okay, doke. There we go. And we're going to ink up this side. This paper I did on a, it's not really cardstock weight. I think they call it cardstock. It's not a thick cardstock though, that I get from Epson. And so that's going to make the envelope nice and hefty on both, both sides. It's going to make it a nice, hefty envelope. Just do a little more right there. And so we want to make sure we don't get too, I'm going to just turn this over, and actually I'm going to ink that for a couple reasons. First of all, it will help me to see where the fold is that I don't want to get totally onto, and it just looks nice on the edge. Good. Okay. Get some glue on here. This is going to be a two-part little series because we'll go back. I have to look and see what time it is after I do this one, and then I'd like to get all the papers on, but we may not be able to. But then at least we'll have a second part where we decorate. So even if I don't get all the papers on in this video, you've seen how to do it. So, you know, you can choose some papers and get your envelopes all set, and then we will decorate. Oh, I didn't stitch this. We'll do some faux stitching. How about that? We'll just do some faux stitching around that. It'll be fine. Okay, so there's that. So that's gonna go that way, and that's on that side. I just do like that stitching a little bit. And see, the dog got me all wizzled up here because I didn't ink the edges of this either. Oh my goodness. That dog, Emma, she's a stinker. She's a stinky one. Let's check the time. I just don't want to go on forever. Oh, 36. Let's do one more. All right, we'll do the back of this one. So, is that going to fit? See, now she wants to come up in that little scudgy muffin. She's a little scudgy muffin. That, I think. This is gonna. Oh, so sorry. Scudgy muff. You're such a little goober. Come on, get it. All right, let's get this paper on. And we are going to stitch around this one. Is that right? That looked really big, but no, it's perfect. It's a nice breeze. I got to open a couple windows. I often don't open the windows right near where I'm crafting because if the wind is blowing, it kind of, you know, moves things around a little bit, but very well. Would be nice to get some cooler air in here. Well, there's a little cool air blowing. Do a little more inking, just down a little lower. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be good for this envelope because this envelope is really just very thin. decorating in the next video. So much fun decorating. And it's nice for me now because I've ordered a couple packages of goodies from people that have like the flowers and the glitz, a little bit of glitz and the doodahs and the this and that's, and which, you know, if you're gonna layer things, you really need stuff like that. So so that's good, because now the layering is so super fun. Smush that glue all around. Make sure we're closing okay. Yes, we are. Okay, so now we've got that one. And we've got this one all ready to go. And now you're starting to feel the nice weight. Okay, so now we need to do this little guy. And I know that's the right size that way, so I'm going to continue that on a little. Okay. My stomach is a little bit growly. I don't really know why, but for some reason, it's probably just the way I'm sitting. Straight here. Okay. And then we're going to snuggle this on here. Right. Sticking. I'm like, why is this sticking here? I want to move it. Yeah, just trying to get this good and even. I don't like that cut, so let's go over here and check this one out. Yeah, that's better. So we're going to go right to there. Go. And I am going to sew around this side, so whoops. I'll just do it from right here. Be quick, easy. Glued right on here. This is really fun. I really do like doing these. Give it a try. Give it a try. Just pick out, 3 envelopes. It doesn't matter. If you want it to go in a journal, you need to be mindful of the size. But if you're just going to do a standalone card or something to send someone, or just as a little journal, then you don't need to worry about that. Just do any ones you want. And you could use your junk mail. These are just envelopes I happen to have from whatever days of my life. And But, you know, certainly use your junk mail too. That's awesome to do that. Okay, so we've got these all covered. Very nice. And now it's nice and heavy. And I have it the wrong way again, because I am insisting it's going to go the other way. But it's not. It's going this way. So it's going to go this way. So I did have it right then. Okay. Well, anyway, here we go. So this is the way it will be. And there's the one. You can see when I turn it how it's got that little heft to turn. Okay. And then this one will... Nope, I do have it wrong. Man, I am sad day in the neighborhood here, folks. So it'll go like this. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So next time when we come back, we are going to do some decorating. That will be the fun part. All right, my friends. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for your support. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.